Here are 10 things to change if you want to grow your Instagram and business in 2026. Number 1, you need to stop depending on others and become self reliant. This does not mean that you have to do everything yourself, create your content, film it, edit it, design the clothes that you're making, and be the CEO, CFO, everything. This simply means that you need to get a control of things instead of totally letting other people be the director of your project. You need to be the guider, you need to be the person that tells people what to do, but not go and hire a social media intern and say, hey, create 10 posts for my business. Just take anything from Canva that looks good and go ahead and post it. It is not going to work. It hasn't worked for you so far, and it is definitely not going to work for you in 2026. Number 2, you need to work on basic design and editing skills. If you have a person that's working for you, great, but they will not be working for you forever. Sometimes they might be on leave, sometimes they might be sick, and the more and more you absolutely have frozen fingers and you can't edit, can't do anything yourself, that just means that you can't create content on the go. It means that you're always waiting for someone to do something for you, and when you have a creative spark, you can't just go ahead and create it. You're always stuck waiting for someone to do things, and this is not the way you'll be able to grow on Instagram, because you need to get more active, you need to post more often, and just hiring an agency to create 15 or 20 specific reels for you per month, while you're not able to add in your own reels as wanted, you're not able to increase the quantity when it's time to do it, then this is going to hurt your business growth. The way to learn basic design and editing skills, I teach you that exactly through my Instagram profile, free tutorials. There's more than 500 of them at this point. But if you want to learn it seriously, step by step, then I have my InShot Reels editing course, which you can learn from. It has more than 2.5 hours of video, lots of tutorials, and the best part is that even though it's on InShot, the editing app, you can apply the learnings on any app out there. The settings are the same, the technical terms are the same. It doesn't get any better than that. Number 3, you need to stop copying all the trends that you see out there. Every 2 days there's something new, whether it's a horizontal video becoming a reel, whether it's a 1 second blink of an eye reel. You've got to stop all of that, because that is not what is classified as evergreen content that can be watched over and over again no matter what year it is. Trends will not help you get views. Sometimes, once in a while, they might go viral, but that is not true for all accounts anyway. Plus, when a trend goes viral, it's just going viral and attracting all kinds of eyeballs to the business, but not actually the eyeballs that you necessarily want. So make sure that out of 10 pieces of content, at least 9 are evergreen and maybe 1 is a trend. But don't make your entire account all about trends, because then you're just going to become a person as a hobby page, but not a business page. Moreover, your page starts to look like everyone else's, because you're taking one trend from here, one trend from there. You don't really have a brand voice or a personality on your page that people follow it for. This is going to lead to unfollows and also not going to actually get people to follow your page in future. You need to stop asking the wrong question. Meaning, the question, for example, that I get asked most often is how many hashtags to use, how many keywords to put, should I put it before the hashtags or the caption? Look, honestly, these are all baby questions like in kindergarten, and they are not the real questions you've got to be asking. The real question is, what keyword should I put for my business so it actually works? And what is Instagram SEO? How does that work? How can I implement these kind of things to actually grow my page? The number of hashtags, number of keywords, these things really don't matter. Where you place them in the caption or description really doesn't matter. All that matters is, are you using the right keyword and hashtags, and how well you actually know how to use it. Just like your website has SEO, the same way Instagram has SEO. Just like in your website you add keywords so that people can find your business on Google, the same way you add keywords to your Instagram posts and reels so people can find it in Instagram search. Now, exactly what keywords to write in your business, how to know whether it's a good keyword or not, these things come from experience, but it is something again that I also teach in my workshop. So make sure to join it if you haven't yet, to learn more about keywords and Instagram SEO. And for those who are absolutely total newbies, SEO means search engine optimization. So just like how you would search for something on Google, maybe you're looking for a stainless steel water bottle. So you type on Google, stainless steel water bottle. The same way now, people actually search on Instagram. So you can imagine that a younger user would actually go into Instagram and search stainless steel water bottle, and then what actually comes up over there is what they will end up clicking on. Now, if your reel doesn't have the stainless steel water bottle in the keywords, in the caption, or in the hashtags, that means that your post will not show up for that search result, meaning that people will not be able to find your post or buy that bottle from you. They will buy it from your competitor who has been smarter with their Instagram search engine optimization slash SEO. Number 5, don't try to grow on every channel out there. If Instagram is your main channel, you really want it to work well, you feel like it's the best place where your audience hangs out, only try to grow over there. Don't go ahead and repost your reel on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, everywhere in order to try to get 10 followers from here, 10 followers from there, because each platform has their own algorithm and their own ways of growing. And if you're spending 10 minutes to post here and there, you might as well do it with a strategy or a real intention, but don't just do it in order to get these small views from here and there, because it's not going to work. Imagine that you're someone who's seeing a reel on a page with 1,000 followers. You will probably like to watch that and might follow their page. But suppose you go onto the YouTube and they just have 5 followers, you go onto their LinkedIn and they have 3 followers and they're posting the same content there, you will likely not end up following them. So until and unless you really have a solid plan of how to grow on one channel, don't try to go ahead and waste your energy by posting on other channels unless you have all the time in the world and you don't mind trying it out. Number 6, forget the advice that says that you need to show your face if you want to grow on Instagram. Look, showing the face is not for everyone, and if you are not comfortable doing it, you should not do it. Because when you are too nervous and you are not looking comfortable in front of the camera, you're feeling awkward, you're dropping things and making it look messy, the audience is not going to enjoy watching you until unless you want to make that your personality, the awkward, clumsy one that's trying to grow on Instagram. Instead, master the art of faceless content, master the art of filming your products in a way that actually feels beautiful and makes people want to watch it. Showing the face is not for everyone, whether for age reasons, you don't feel beautiful, you don't feel confident, you just have too messy of a space and you don't want to show yourself there, you want to shy away from relatives who watch your content. There can be 100 different reasons. So just grow the way that feels natural and comfortable for you, not in the way that everyone else thinks content should be done. There are plenty of references of accounts that have grown in all kinds of different ways, following their strengths rather than weaknesses, and this is the thing that you need to identify and do more of. Number 7, different kinds of marketing are for different people. For example, influencer marketing might work for one business, but for another business it might be totally organic, and for another business they might have to rely more on boosts or ads in order to make their business work. Now, which one should you try first? I would suggest you to try to grow your business organically first. If it works, just double down on ads instead. Whatever content worked best for you, show that to a larger audience by running awareness ads. If there is some pieces of content where you got a few more DMs or a few more comments, then put that money in an engagement or WhatsApp ad so that people DM you more about your products and services. I would personally suggest you to do influencer marketing only when you have gained a certain following, whether it's a few hundred followers or a few thousand, but not when your account is totally fresh and you're not getting enough followers as it is. If your organic views are growing below 200 views per reel, I would suggest you to work first on the organic content until it gets to at least 1,000 to 1,500 views per reel. Because until you are reaching that number, it means that there is something drastically wrong with your reels, why it's not working, why your profile is not appealing to people, which is why the algorithm is not showing it to more people. So what happens is that when you collaborate with an influencer at this stage where your reels are stuck at 200 views and you're stuck at 100 followers, even if there are 100 other people coming from the influencer's page into your page, they are not going to follow it because they are not seeing the brand authority that they want to see. They are used to the influencer promoting a lot of different pages for a lot of different businesses, so their audience is used to constantly seeing new recommendations from the influencer. So it is not wrong to do influencer marketing, but just do it at the right stage of your business, and also vet the influencer before you actually go ahead and do a collab with them. What does this mean? All you have to do is to go through the influencer's profile. You need to see a few brands that they have collaborated with and see if those brands have gained some followers. You can even talk to those brands over DM and ask for their suggestion, whether they would recommend that influencer or not. What is their response from the collab post that they did with that person? That is going to give you a good idea of whether you should work with the specific influencer or go look for a new one. It is important that you do a bit of homework so that you don't burn out all your budget in just doing collabs and not getting any return on investment. Remember that in the world of sales and marketing, timing is everything. You can't launch something too late or too early and pretend that it's just going to work, because why can't people just see the value? They can't. Everything depends on timing, so you have to be very, very good at it. Number 8, do not send your reels and stories in the DM just to promote your business and to get a few more views on that particular post that you've shared. As a big account, I get at least 20 DMs a day where absolutely random accounts are sending me their reels and posts without even telling why they're sending it or what to do with it. Some of them will be absolutely shameless and write, show some love, comment, like, share, save, follow, and give all kinds of instructions without even a please or a thank you, without even telling why one should do it, as if it's a birthright. Look, this is something that you've got to absolutely stop. Otherwise, you are going to get marked as spam every time you do that. Because firstly, those big accounts are not going to engage with your content. Secondly, if even a few of them start to mark you as spam, that means that Instagram is going to restrict you at one point and your content is going to be flagged, because nobody likes their DMs to be a place where other people are coming in to promote their business. DMs are a place to engage, to ask questions about each other's business. It is a place where people share their opinions, share their feelings on something you've posted, but definitely not a place as a one-sided free business promo content. So do not do this mistake in 2026. Many people, what they do or how they do this is that the moment they post something, Instagram tells them, yay, your post has been posted. Do you want to send this directly to friends? Many people click yes on that, and that is exactly when Instagram sends your reel to all the people that you are following. And this is what you need to avoid going forward. Number 9, stop filming your reels with a bad camera and invest in a good quality phone camera. Now, while I know that it's tough for many accounts to do that, it's not easy for everyone to go ahead and just buy an iPhone. Just remember that if you're getting serious about Instagram, you might as well get darn well serious with it. You can't just create half-hearted content with a really bad camera and expect it to take off. Yes, there are some anomaly accounts that will do it and it's still going to work for them. But if we're talking about 2026, competition is at its peak. Every day, hundreds of new accounts are starting. There is so much competition on every single view because the time that we spend on reels is still the same. But we have to fight more and more for each view that we get, because now there are so many other people creating reels all at the same time. So in order for your reel to actually get views, you need to be shooting them with a good quality camera, whether or not it's an iPhone, and you need to be using good quality audio. Now, if you have something like an iPhone, you'll definitely get the good audio with it. Otherwise, there are lots of cheap mics available. You can also look at good quality Android phones that have good mics. So make sure to do your research before you buy a phone. Don't just go into a shop and ask the salesman to give you the latest phone available with the best camera. Stand in the shop, try taking pictures from different angles, try shooting videos from different angles, and see how the camera is reacting with zoom, without zoom, in good light, in bad light, and then you can automatically compare which one is good for you and which one you should go for in order to make content for your business. Remember that our phone is no longer just a phone, it's actually your camera. It is your gateway to making money from Instagram. So you might as well pick a good one that's actually going to bring you ROI immediately. And number 10, I cannot stress this enough, but work on your aesthetic sense. You need to start to understand which fonts work well together, which colors work well together, how to make an absolutely beautiful set that looks gorgeous and makes people stop and see, even just for the sake of the background and how you're fitting in it, as to why it's looking so beautiful. Now, the best way to develop an aesthetic sense is by looking at reels, looking at magazines, at books, and thinking to yourself, okay, why is this looking good? What is matching in it? Can I do something similar? Can I take inspiration from it? Don't just go ahead and start to make posts with such big titles, just choosing whichever font comes to your mind, choosing the most bold one. If you make ugly stuff, remember that in 2026 it's going to be harder and harder for you to get views, for the same reason as mentioned before, because competition is through the roof. And if you are not able to get a sense of aesthetic, no matter what your business is, product, service, coaching, consulting, you need to look like you have a certain standard. If you don't have that certain standard that is visible to people, it is going to be hard for you to be relatable to the right audience. A lot of my students come to me and they say they want to get higher paying clients, they want to get high net worth individuals to buy their product, but what they're not doing is actually being appealing to those high net worth people. To be paid a certain price, you need to look like you are worth that price. Simply saying that you have the highest quality product and that you are the best person for the job does not cut it anymore. So make sure that you invest in learning about why something looks good and how to make it look good, especially if you want people to take you more seriously, pay you higher for your services, and to stop bargaining with you. When you have something that looks good, the trust also builds a lot faster. You attract the right type of people. If and when you run ads, you get a higher ROI on it, and your ad is also shown to better people. If you have a better looking page, it also means that when you do influencer collabs, whoever is coming to your page from that influencer's collab, they will be much more likely to follow rather than just visit your profile and go. Now, these are the 10 things that you need to change on your Instagram in 2026 if you want to grow your page as well as your business. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Make sure to comment what you want to see there, and I will be right with you.